If you're in the middle of your busy season and you find yourself trying to juggle equipment and your phone at the same time, trying to get jobs done and make sales, I got some tips that are going to help you. I got 5 tips that will help you ensure that you can stay consistent with your sales this busy season. What up, Pod Squad? Thanks for watching this video today. It's coming out during a busy season, so very appropriate. And even though it's busy summer season, maybe you still need some floor tape. Go to mightylinetape.com/stripe it. They're sponsoring today's episode, and they'll send you a free sample kit of their stuff. So here's the deal. Busy season happens. We get really, really busy. And we get annoyed that there's other customers who also want us to do work, and we just kind of stop answering the phone, and we're like, oh my goodness, I can't possibly take on any more work right now. And this is the normal cycle of businesses. And it's not even just pavement businesses. This happens with the busy season with home services companies, roofing companies, all this stuff. So the problem is, though, here's what can happen, okay? You sell in the springtime, right? So you're trying to get ahead of your competition, and you're like prospecting, you're phoning, you're doing your repeat customers. And then you get to April, May, when you start producing, especially up here in the north when you really don't get work until May, you start producing the work, and then you get more leads that are coming in because there's more customers who want stuff, and you're trying to look after those, and you're still trying to get the job done. And eventually it just gets to a point where some contractors, they just tell customers like, yeah, I can't help you right now, which is crazy. But if you're in the position where you're like, that's the last thing I want to do. I don't want to tell my customers that I can't help them. I don't want them to have to wait a month to get a quote. This video will help you, because what I don't want you to be in is this roller coaster of like, hey, we got all this work and we're not selling. And then you do all the work and then you hit the bottom and you're like, hey, we did all this work and now we have no more work. So now we got to sell. And then you start selling and then you go back up and down the roller coaster. Not easy to maintain and definitely scale a business that way. So here's 5 things that you can do to make sure that your sales pipeline stays healthy even in the busy season. All right, there's some little micro actions, I'm calling them, that you can do. Okay, so number 1, content pipeline is fuel. Content pipeline is fuel. So what that means is when you're busy producing work, that should, if you're a really small company, that's your focus, and that's totally fine. If you get a stretch of good weather, do the seal coating, do the striping, do the patching, get all your stuff done. But while you're out in the field, just because you're out on jobs doesn't mean you can't be thinking proactively about future sales opportunities. And a way you can do that on the job site is by making content from the field, okay? So just recently on this channel, we put out a video about selfie videos and how you can turn your phone camera backwards and explain to your market hey, I'm on this job site solving this problem for this customer. If you have a similar problem, I'd love to chat with you, right? Just because you're busy doesn't mean you can't stop producing some of that social media content. That is what you want customers to see, because if you don't have some sort of, marketing work being done in the busy season, you're at risk of hitting the bottom of that roller coaster when all the work is done and now nobody knows that you exist and you have to sell to get back to the top. Content can help level that out, all right? Number 2, this one is going to be a little bit difficult if you've never done it before. But number 2 is a daily call block in your calendar. Now, it doesn't even have to be calls. It could be emails. But essentially, even if it's only 15 minutes, make sure that for at least 15 minutes, you are targeting, number 1, responding to voicemails from customers that have phoned your phone or sent you an email, responding to those. Number 2, doing some sort of prospecting work, sending one prospecting email, connecting with one former customer, phoning one customer you'd love to do business with. Even if it's just 15 minutes a day, those little micro actions are significantly better than just doing nothing, because they might not amount to a tremendous amount of sales, but it's gonna flatten that curve of the roller coaster. So when you're through the busy part and you've got all your jobs produced, that those little 15 to 20 minute blocks you do every day will help lessen the impact at the bottom. It's going to make it a little smoother. So be very tactical. Maybe it's on your lunch break, or maybe if you're striping at night, maybe it's first thing in the morning, at just some time, or when you get up. Just do something consistently to produce more sales. Number 3, when you get rain days, I mean, that is a great time for you, whether you're at home or at an office, wherever you work out of, to catch up on those things. Like, yes, we need rest and recovery. I'm not advocating you to work 82 hours a week. That's not necessary unless you want to, and then by all means, fill your boots. But when you get those rain days, those are great days for equipment maintenance, but it's also great days to catch up on the sales. So what a lot of business owners do, right? They're busy, busy, busy. They get one rain day. And they think, well, I don't really need to sell more stuff. I don't need to worry about it because I still have all these other jobs once it stops raining. And once again, that's just increasing the impact at the bottom of the roller coaster when you get through all those jobs. So use the rain days to follow up on old quotes, follow up with old customers, do some prospecting work. Number 4, super easy. Like super easy. Use an auto follow-up feature on your quotes. So most softwares have this feature. So whatever way you send out your quotes and your proposals, a lot of them, mostly paid ones, but your softwares, your CRM softwares that send those out have an auto turn on feature. So we use OneCrew. We're big fans of OneCrew, and that's an awesome feature. When we send out a proposal to a customer on that rain day, so to speak, we have automations that can be built up that we can send out, anywhere from 1 to like 25 follow-up emails to this customer. Now, sometimes people don't like that, or we don't like that because we think it's kind of robotic, like it's not us actually following up. I'm telling you, customers don't care. They don't care. It increases the chances of you making those sales, which, once again, flattens that curve, which is what we're trying to do. And then number 5, just track how many quotes you're sending out every week. And the reason why I would say track this, it's a super easy number to track. It doesn't matter what proposal software you use, or even if you're mailing handwritten, well, don't write estimates out by hand. But no matter what you're doing, track it. Track it on like a simple spreadsheet or something, because it's very helpful for you to visually see, when you're getting through your season, like, hey, I actually didn't send quotes out for 4 weeks in a row. That's probably why I'm now starving for work. Whereas if you track it, it allows you to visually see, okay, I'm only getting out 1 or 2 quotes a week, but at least that's something. And, over the course of a month, that might be the difference between you sending out 0 quotes and somewhere like 8 to 10, which could be a big difference for you increasing your sales after you get through a busy period. So, last thing I'll mention, CRMs are very helpful for this, right? So there's so many client relationship management systems out there. So this is technology that helps you manage your customers, send out estimates, all those things. So there's a lot of popular ones like HubSpot and Jobber. Like, we are big fans of OneCrew. In fact, we have a sponsorship with them. We can actually get you money off of your OneCrew subscription, no matter what software you use, though. Those will be an excellent, excellent resource. So if you haven't embraced that technology yet, get on it, and it will definitely help you get out of that gross roller coaster where you're trying so hard to produce the work, but also manage all the leads coming in. CRMs and technology can really, really help you. So don't juggle your phone and all your equipment at the same time. I know it's hard, especially if you're a smaller company. Those 5 tips will definitely help you make sure that you're not riding that roller coaster too hard.